72-year-old diabetic female developing chronic ulcerations between the second and the great toe. As we can see, the second toe is cocked up. They call it a pre-dislocation syndrome, which is contractures and retrograde force along the PIP as well as the MPJ of the second toe. That would basically require a Z-plasty lengthening and a fusion, converting the second toe into a rigid lever. We decided to do a big toe osteotomy along the first metatarsal, creating further space and hopefully to leave the second toe due to the typical complexity of the second toe in regards to post-op complications and perfusion in the diabetic population in comparison to the great toe. As we can see, it has been achieved, and I'm going to ask the patient to elevate her foot towards her nose. As we can see, there's sufficient room in between the second toe and the big toe, so this ulceration completely resolved, as we can see, and we achieved the goal that we want. Obviously, there is contractures, but the contracture would be accommodated with diabetic shoes and therapeutic shoes. I think that would be beneficial for her. And if it doesn't, then she will require, obviously, the procedure that we discussed in regards to the second toe. At this stage, we created the space by addressing the primary condition, which is the great toe, and providing space rather than prior. This big toe was elevating because of the contact, close proximity of the second toe, and elevating the second toe over years, and that caused the second toe to elevate, as we can see from a side profile. So otherwise everything looks very good, and the incision very small. I use inverted stitching, and that's why it looks like a worm. That will flatten out, but you can barely see the cut, and that works very, very well in incisions that are perpendicular to the relaxed skin tension lines. So it is long against the grain, and it works very well. As you can see, barely see the cut in between. So that works very, very well. So thank you. That is a first osteotomy in the diabetic to address the second toe. I would, in my opinion, is primarily rather than secondarily. And so therefore to prevent any complications in regards to the second toe post-operatively, such as the Hissens, recurrence is high with the second toe, and therefore also not addressing the main problem of creating space, as we can see. Thank you.